On April 24th, 2023, officers were called to a high school regarding a teenager who pushed his teacher after she confiscated his phone during a test.
I'm sorry, I was
don't worry
trying
about
to be strong in front of my kids.
That's okay. Have a seat. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. So what's going on? What happened?
Abby, he arrived late, like every day.
Who is he?
Freddy.
Okay.
Freddy Melendez, or whatever the name.
Okay.
He arrived late with no pass. I have asked the class to have their cell phones away because we were testing.
Okay.
He arrives, I told him where to sit. He sit down, I gave him his exam, and 2 minutes later he was on the cell phone.
So he comes in late. You already have a test going, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. You tell him where to sit. You give him
the exam.
Give him the exam.
And then a minute late, he was like this.
Okay.
He was distracted, and I told him, "What are you doing?" And then he was on his cell phone.
Okay.
I have taken another cell phone from another student. So I grabbed both cell phones, and I was gonna put them on my student, on my desk drawer.
He took both cell phones, one from him and another student?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I told them, come and get them after 7 period.
Okay.
And then when I was bending down, closing the,
Thank you.
closing the, like this, I was bending down, closing the drawer. He comes and then push me, and then I was trying to stop him.
So you're bending down?
Yeah, I was like this. I was like this.
Oh, okay.
So he comes and then push me.
Where did he push you at? Like on your arm, on your head?
Yeah, he hurts him.
Okay.
And then I was trying to stop him, and then he just grabbed the drawer and then grabbed the cell phone. And then he told me, "I don't play with this shit." And then he just got up, grabbed his backpack and left.
And that was after class started. Was there anybody else in there when it happened?
Everybody was there.
Everybody was in there? Okay.
He pushed me and he hit me on my how do you say, his forearm.
Okay. Pushed you right there. Did you fall over?
No, because I grabbed myself from the.
Okay.
He pushed me hard.
Okay. So you go to put the cell phones in the door, correct? Or lock the door. And then that's when he comes up. Did he say anything at all? Before he pushed you?
Up and then he said no, and then he just got up.
And that was right after you took the cell phone. So it was almost all like immediately. Okay. He should not be putting his hands on you. What were you thinking when this was happening? What was going through your mind?
I was taking care of my class. I was doing my job.
Or when he pushed you? What?
He got it out of guard because I didn't expect that.
And what did you tell him after that happened?
Nothing,
Did you say anything?
Nothing. He just
So
left.
he just reached in the door, grabbed his phone, and walked out of class? Does Greg and them know where he's at right now or no?
No.
Okay. Did you tell him anything after he pushed you, or was that just it? He just pushed you, grabbed the phone, walks out, he doesn't say anything, you don't say nothing?
No, he said, I don't play with his shit.
Oh, you don't play, okay.
Oh, yeah, he told me that. I don't play with his shit.
And you said every student in there saw it, right?
Yeah.
Everybody saw it?
Yeah.
Did anybody say anything at all?
No.
Everybody stayed sitting there? Okay. Are there marks on your arms?
No, nobody hurts here on the...
It hurts on your forearm? Do you want medical attention?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take photos real quick of your arm, okay? Overall, and then a photo of your arm when he pushed you, okay? So just have you stand up against the wall right here. I just want to make sure I got it straight. He goes to class late, your class already started, you're doing an exam. He doesn't have a pass and nothing. He goes in, you tell him where to sit, you give him his exam. He's sitting there, and you look down, and not even a minute later, and he's on his phone, looking at his phone, like below the desk, right? Kind of like trying to hide it or something. Him and another student, so you go up to him, you take both of their phones. Did he tell you anything at that time?
No, I told him, give me your cell phone, and he gave it to me right
Okay,
away.
so he didn't argue with you or fight with you about that. You told him you can get it back after seventh
After
period.
7 p.m.
Okay.
And then when
Did
I
he
got-
say anything when that happened?
Yeah, but I don't remember what.
Okay,
It was like
that's
a
fine.
mumbling.
Or he mumbled? Okay.
Like, no, like when I told him come and get it from 7 period, he was like upset.
Okay, he got upset. That's what upset him was the seventh period. So then you go back to your desk, and he pretty much follows you immediately. You're squatting down, gonna put the phones,
Yeah,
unlocking the door so you can put the phones in there,
Trying to lock.
or to lock it. Okay.
So I'm bending down, trying to find the key, and then trying to do, and then he just come and push me. So I grabbed myself and I tried to stop him, and he hit me, and he
Where did he hit you at?
here.
Or that was the push, or did he punch you?
I don't know.
So that's why I'm confused, because
It's because I don't remember. I was like sitting down, and he just come and push me, but at the moment I didn't felt anything. I started feeling pain after he left when I started like realizing what was happening.
okay, all
But
right.
I was doing this, so he come and grab me, and I do this, trying to close the drawer, and then
Where did he grab you at when you did that?
he didn't grab me.
Oh, I thought you said he did. Okay.
He like basically just opened the drawer when I had my hand on the drawer.
Okay. So he opens the door. Okay, I didn't get that part. So he opens the
No, he
door,
opened it.
and you're holding the door. And then he grabs his phone, he pushes you and walks out, kind of the way it went. Okay.
And you can ask me my student assistant because she was right just there next to me.
Where is she at?
She's, I don't know.
In the class maybe,
Yeah.
or somewhere around?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to pursue charges?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I think that's it. If you think of anything else, let me know. I'm going to get your name real quick. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
What is gonna happen next?
So what'll happen is I'm gonna, well, if we can find him, you know what, let me use this. I'll give you the case number. Where did it go? There it is. I'll give you the case number. If we can find him today, I'll pull him in. Obviously, I'll interview him. I would like to talk to your assistant that was right next to you, so I can
Yes,
kind of,
please.
because everything's happening to you, so you probably ain't gonna remember everything. But a lot of times, if people are watching, they remember more than the person that it happened to. I'm gonna give you the case number or the report number, and because he's a juvenile, I'm gonna ask for detention. Doesn't mean he'll go to jail. It varies. It kind of an up and down thing. But JPO is the one that makes the decision. So I'll call the juvenile probation office, and if they authorize detention, then he'll go to jail today. If they don't, then I'll call his parents. I'll charge him. He's gonna get charged for it, but we release him to their parents when they're juveniles. If they don't authorize detention. I'm here. Hey, so something happened in class today, in Miss Stern's class?
Yeah.
Were you in there?
Uh-huh.
What happened?
So like, do I just like the whole? Okay.
The whole thing.
Okay. So they were taking a test, and I'm the teacher's aide. And Stern just told me to like watch the kids, make sure they're not cheating. And so I think his name is Freddie. He walked in late, and she took away a phone from like the girl in front of the class, and because they were already like testing, she took away her phone. And then Freddie walked in, and then he sat down, and he got his test. And then he started using his phone, and Mr. Stern saw it, took it away, took his test away as well. And then she told him that they could get it like at the end of the day during the second period. And they like kind of freaked out about it. And so Freddie, he got up, and like she was gonna put her in her drawer and like lock it. And like he put his hand there and like pushed her out of the way.
When you say push her, what do you do? Like, did you?
Well, he was like blocking the way, so
You couldn't actually see him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like he I saw he put his hand like on the drawer before she closed it, and like he like pushed something. I think he pushed her or like the drawer open. He got his phone and like pushed her out, and then like left.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you go back to class, because we're probably gonna bring him down. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So you're not sure if she actually if he pushed her, but there was a scuffle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hey, you have a good day. Okay.
Coach, I do not know the whole story,
I do.
so
Not his
how
side.
are we gonna deal with this? Do I deal with it? You gonna tell me? Do you want to get involved? How?
No, I'm involved. Yeah. Most definitely, I'm involved. I gotta read something though first.
Yeah, I'll let, now that Robert's here. And he's,
So, here's what's gonna happen, so you know. Right now, and Officer Medina, I'm sure you'll probably go with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain something real quick. I just want you to listen, and that way I have to do this before we have any kind of conversation, all right?
And then we'll figure this out.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's
I'm gonna go talk to my brother.
That's fine.
And then
That's fine.
we'll decide then.
That's fine.
Yes, sir.
So I'll step out for now while you guys have a conversation, and then let me see. And then yeah, this right here. And then just let me know when you guys are done.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Sounds good. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Oh, can't complain, man. Busy.
So guys, here's what's going on from my part. So buddy, just to catch you up real quick. This is what happened this morning. We got a report, and we're not gonna be rude, but we'll interrupt each other so that brother gets the whole story, okay? So if I say something, we can make corrections. We got a report from a teacher that a student pushed her. And the teacher decided that she was gonna go ahead and file a report. When it comes to something like that, there's nothing that we can do at the school. In other words, I can't tell a teacher, no, you can or cannot file a report. We still work with our discipline, but whatever Mr. Officer Odin decides to do is totally separate from us. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm gonna change what we're doing or anything. So anyways, that was reported. So at that time, they told us that the student had left. So we went around and he showed up to third period, right? I mean, it was second period that this happened.
First, but there was nobody.
Yeah, so second period, he said he came down here, I didn't see him, but I believe him. So then he went up, we got him right at the beginning of third period came, he told me, Mr. Carrillo, what he told me is that he walked in class,
Yeah, so
Right.
I was like minute.
was late, had his headphones on, took the headphones off, puts them in his pocket, has the phone, and you know how you just go like that to shut it down, that she saw the phone and told him, let me have your phone, gives her the phone. She went to her desk and told him you could come get it after 7th. That's when he said, no way, you didn't keep my phone until after 7th. Went up there, she was trying to put it in the top drawer of her desk and lock it. She had the keys were on the lanyard, you know what that is, right? And she's like this, he wanted his phone, so he went in there, grabbed the phone, and left class, okay? So I had two different stories, okay, no? So what we did at that time is we interviewed. Mr. Brilliant spoke to, there was 24 kids in the class. Mr. Brilliant spoke to 5 of them. I spoke to 6 and we stopped because all the stories were all not exactly the same. Here's what the class tells me happened, really close. They said you were late to class, right? No? Went in, sat down, sits there. They were taking a test. They issued you a test, right?
Yeah.
You still had your phone out at the time. I don't know if the timing or whatever, but he still had the phone. Teacher come and get the phone. He gives the phone, just like he said. She's walking up to the front of the class. Says, you guys could come get it 7th period, I'll lock them up. He got upset. Said no. On the way up there, he said, nah, nigga.
Hey, I did not
You
say
said
that.
That's what
I did not say that.
Just telling you what the class said, man.
I didn't talk to them.
Didn't call the teacher that.
No, I
but you
didn't.
had made the comment, you walk up, and that when the teacher was there, he didn't push her, didn't do none of that, but when they were there, to get in there, they ended
I
up
didn't
bumping
even
with
touch her on my
shoulders.
side.
Yeah, so, I'm telling you that I don't, please know, it's not Mr. Carrillo saying you lying or the teacher, I didn't know. That's what the kids are saying. So it's like a shoulder check, you know what I mean? Here's the rule at Centennial, and I told your brother this, bro. Me and you talked pretty good, do you think so? I told him, as soon as she took your phone, what should you do?
Come tell you.
Yeah, because Mr. Carrillo, the teacher took my phone for the whole day. And then I deal with it. You understand what I mean? And I'll take care of it for you, bro. But you can't take it upon yourself to control, even if you don't agree with a rule here, you can't just say, okay, I'm Freddie and I'm changing that rule. It don't work like that. I don't agree with this rule. Should I be able to wear my hat? Yeah, why not? How does this hurt if I'm wearing my hat, bro? But the school says we can't. I forget when you guys walked in, I had my dang hat on. You understand what I mean? And I'm always telling kids, hey, pull that. There's rules we don't like. Speeding. I love to fly. There's a police officer. And my wife has a BMW, brother. I love to go down the floor. When I go to Albuquerque, I'm going 90, 95. Ooh, I bought that car, bro. But if I get a ticket, what do?
You pay for it.
I pay for it. I'm not going to sit there and debate it.
But what I'm trying to
rule.
say is, I'm not trying to pay because I swear I didn't even touch her. Maybe if I did touch her, it was probably like a little rub on the arm. But I know for a fact I didn't touch it because I would have felt it and I would knew. And I know better to touch a teacher because that's a whole
Yes, sir.
different scenario.
Yes, sir. So, Mil, here's what you have to understand, that it's not one kid who's telling us. A lot. They all have the same story. Didn't push her. Nobody said that you went up. And you know how you do like a shoulder check when you don't like something. Not that, but you still went in and trying to get that phone. You bump her and she moves off to the side.
Listen,
Can't do
look,
that.
keep it real. Look, I was kind of on the side, like, when my body, like, because you know how our desk is, like, square or whatever?
Yes, sir.
I was kind of like, well, half my body on this side and that side. How am I going to, if she was over here with her whole body, how am I even going to have my whole body and hit her? You know?
Yeah.
My body was not even
But you
all the way
understand
up.
what they're telling
Yeah,
you, because
yeah,
I had them
yeah.
explain it. Watch, stand up. Now, here's what they're saying. She was squatted down like this, trying to lock that, right? And then when you came in, turned sideways to get the phone. Can't force your way. She's
I didn't do that. That felt like you went over me. Like I would have felt this. I would have felt that. No, I did not do that.
So, I have to go by what I know. And that's the statements of all the students. You understand that? Again, like I said this morning, it wasn't that I didn't believe you, or I did believe you. Same thing with a teacher. I didn't just take her word over you. So I hope at least you respect that part. We spoke to, I got witnesses, and we got a bunch of them, and all the stories match up. You understand that? I don't think it's as bad as she has made it out, in my opinion, to be. But when that happens, come see us. That's what we're here for. You can't take that upon yourself. It just doesn't work that way. You understand that? You are being suspended for inappropriate use of language and for inappropriate physical contact. You cannot do that stuff. But that carries a 3 to 5 day suspension. I cut it down to 3 days. I counted today as a full day, even though you're here. You'll be back Thursday morning. 2 days. We're done. Don't be doing stuff like that. Cool? All right.
As far as I go, guys, remember we talked about as far as were you in trouble, were you going to be in trouble? You are going to get charged, right, with assault. I'm not going to do the battery. It's a felony. The battery is a felony. The assault's just a misdemeanor. Mainly, all it has to be threatening, menacing conduct that made her feel like she was in threat of a battery. Does that make sense? So you don't even have to put your hands on her. You tell her, I'm going to whoop you. Whatever it may be. She's claiming one thing. You're claiming another. I have certain, X amount of people saying, this did happen. I'm not going to hit you with a battery. I just don't, for me, it's not, I don't want to, ruin your life like that, because a felony is a serious thing, even when you're a juvenile. It doesn't matter. Misdemeanor, slap on the hand, don't do it again. That makes sense? Keep our hands to ourselves. We don't yell, cuss at teachers, or anything, because seriously, if you start going up to them and they feel like you're going to hit them or something, that in itself is an assault. Basically is what it comes down to. So if somebody feels like they're in threat of a battery, like somebody's going to hit them, that's an assault. So that's what I'm charging you with, okay? Do you have any questions for me on that part?
No.
So he's going to get a juvenile class 3. Kids don't work the same as adults. Now, had I gone with battery, I would have called JPO and requested detention because we have to, because it is a felony. Whether or not they would have, that's up to them. You would have gone to the DC, and in 2 or 3 days, you would have gotten out. Your brother would have picked you up. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to you, okay? You're too young. It's a misdemeanor, and you should be good. Just don't freaking do it again. Don't threaten them. That right there in itself is an assault.
I know.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, assault is an easy, that's kind of a broad thing. I can, for assault for anything.
It's like the category.
Yeah, it's not a battery, but it makes somebody feel like they were gonna get hit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's basically what it is as far as this one goes. All right. Freddie, just right here on the black line, buddy. In that box.